Here we go again. Again. Never in my life would I have thought I'd watch a trailer for a Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair remake in a Nintendo Direct of all places. Here we are. By now, I'm sure you've likely watched my predictions on the fan projects Kill Cure, Beautiful Vice, and Tetro Danganronpa Blue. So let's just say that it is with great honor that I am now going to predict an actual in-house Danganronpa game. Unfortunately enough, I am not a Danganronpa OG.
Bruh.
I heard the name around, let's say, 2017 to 2018, and from there, it's history. It literally has taken over my mind like a virus. But hey, if you're watching this, then chances are the same has happened to you. Enough dilly-dallying with introductions. You know me, but you know Danganronpa 2x2. At first glance, it might just seem like a remake, but deep within lies something greater than anyone could have anticipated. An all-new killing game scenario. Same characters, same location, but new victims, new culprits, and new tricks. Basically, the death order has been swapped. So that's what I will predict today, along with occasional different story moments sprinkled in, much like my previous two videos. Spoiler alert for the Danganronpa trilogy, of course. But with that being said, it's finally time to begin. Before we go on to the main death predictions in Chapter 1, we must first identify the leading cause of this alternate timeline. That cause being from this screenshot. Do you see it? Allow me to zoom in a bit for you. As you can now see, this boat will trigger the call to action when it's stumbled upon at the end of the prologue by Hajime and Nagito. The two of them will make it their goal to get that boat up and running to get everyone off Jabberwock Island. Now for Chapter 1, Byakuya once again takes the role of group leader and swears not to let anyone die under his watch. Big whoop because someone is going to die. Nagito explains to Hajime that they should keep their attempts of fixing the boat a secret, as he does not wish to give the group any false hope. Hajime is reluctant, but is eventually convinced to follow through with Nagito's idea. And so, the days go by as the group continues to search for a way off the island. As our dynamic duo is losing hope, Nagito says he will take one last all-nighter to fix the boat, leaving him all alone in the boathouse for the night. Ultimately, the first thing Hajime does in the morning is check on Nagito. But it is too late, as he is already dead in the boathouse. Sometime during the first trial, it is revealed that Nagito was actually planning a murder of some kind, yet was stopped short by none other than Kazuichi. You see, Kazuichi had ended up using his prowess as a mechanic to rig the boat, setting up this trap out of fear that he would be killed. In the end, he is executed for his crime, and this chain of events sends Hajime into despair. On to Chapter 2, where we'll witness Hajime in despair after the loss of his friend. However, Chiaki makes an effort to comfort him and fill the Nagito-shaped hole in his heart. Byakuya continues to lead the group in the right direction as the toll of death weighs heavy on them. In fact, seeing that Byakuya is alive, he will act as the rival to Hajime in this timeline. Eventually, however, someone will fall victim to the killing game again. This time it will be Mikan who dies. Someone in the cast needs to take the short end of the stick this time around, and I think it's going to be Mikan. Being targeted makes this trial a step up from the last, as the group lacks their sole medic. Yet in the end, the killer is revealed to be Nekomaru. Somehow, the motive was able to get him to kill, forcing him to leave Akane behind as he is executed. In Chapter 3, Hajime will start to rely more on Chiaki for moral support in these dark times, while Akane sees his hope as foolish and naive. If someone like Nekomaru was willing to kill, then in her eyes, anyone can be next. Perhaps Akane will try something rash and Byakuya will have to subdue her? Either way, she'll be in a dark spot only for her ideals to be reinforced by Fuyuhiko, who up to this point has been a thorn in the group's side. Eventually, however, his ties to Peko will be revealed, and the two will be suspicious in the eyes of many. However, in the end, Akane and Fuyuhiko, two forces that fell into despair, are found dead. Their killer is none other than Sonia. I know, big shocker. But considering her obsession with the occult, there isn't a more likely outcome for her. Here we go with Chapter 4. Gundam is shaken by the actions of Sonia, while Mahiru and Hyoko's friendship drives the group to look forwards to the future. Byakuya's facade is slipping as he begins to lose faith in his abilities as a leader. Hajime and Chiaki continue to rely on each other for support, as they can see the group losing control slowly but surely. Ultimately, seeing as how someone must die, Teru of all people, who made it this far somehow, is now dead. He was still nothing short of a horn dog, but his desire to see his mother again was strong. Strong enough that he worked with this killer to end his own life. But who would have worked with Teru? Hiyoko, actually. Somehow or some way, he became deranged enough to want to sacrifice his life for Hiyoko and Mahiru to escape somehow. Maybe there's a double escape motive, maybe not. Either way, Hiyoko dies for Mahiru in this scenario. Finally, on to Chapter 5, where Byakuya loses faith in himself and somewhat in the group too. Ibuki is kind of just chilling, while Mahiru wants to take the lead from the now disheartened Byakuya. Peko and Gundam are staying alert, aware that another killing may occur, while Hajime and Chiaki try to unite a fractured group. But it's all for naught, as Chiaki is killed, and Hajime goes off the deep end, as she is not there for him anymore. During the trial, many secrets are revealed, such as Byakuya being an imposter, and of course, Chiaki being the traitor. In the end, it was the imposter that killed Chiaki, as one last gambit to save the group. Hajime truly resents both Byakuya for killing Chiaki, and Chiaki for lying to him, ultimately resulting in him awakening his true self, Izuru Kamakura. And last, but still probably least, is Chapter 6, where the remaining survivors, Mahiru, Peko, Ibuki, and Gundam, try to bring a stop to Izuru and alter ego Junko, who finally reveals herself. In one last act, Chiaki's programming gets through to Hajime, and he is able to defeat his demons and Junko. Finally, the 5 survivors are able to escape the Neo World program with the help of Makoto and the gang. For now, it is time for them to take their next steps and create their future. And that'll do it for my predictions for Danganronpa 2x2. What a game this will end up being. As you might be able to tell, I am beyond excited for this release. Let me know why I let Teru live this long, and I guess give me your predictions as well. And with that being said, that's it. See you again another time.